Welcome to the Point. I love it how it's such a thing.
It's such a thing now, isn't it?
I'm not going to mention the J word. You know.
What? Wait, yeah, no, I do. Wait, what did I say though? What is it?
Oh my God, you said you knew.
No, I do.
What?
I just forgot.
What have we forgot?
Lots of things.
No, but you know about to do with this show. One of the things we've said.
I thought you were talking about. I used to say. Oh no, I used to say Big Phoenix and Baby J.
No,
like, stop it.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, she hated it. Just fair.
I wouldn't say I hated it. Just disrupted my soul, the purpose of this life. In this life. No,
fair enough.
I died in that moment. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm joking. No, jingles.
Oh my God,
no,
the jingles.
Let's just not even go there.
Let's not.
We need to sort it out.
We look,
guys. Hi, how are you? We're really sorry about this.
We will sort out the jingles.
Like they're just over it, aren't they? I'm sure
hilarious?
5 people just switched off. They're like, don't give me that jingle right
Don't look.
Yeah?
I've got
because
you need
we're
to
done
stop
with you.
chatting about a jingle. I've no time for you and your jingle.
But you know what? I feel like when it comes, it will be worth the wait.
Look,
yeah.
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
And you're all going to be like, whoa.
Yeah, that was worth all. How many months have you been doing this now?
Since May.
Really, May? Well done. How did you know that?
I don't know.
Genuinely, how did you remember that?
Wait, it could be wrong still.
It could definitely be.
No, but I feel like...
possibility with our brains. No,
I'm pretty sure...
Is it May?
I think so, because I feel like
Okay.
I feel like I became a Freemason that was on the 10th.
Did you want to divulge that information?
I mean, it's not secret.
Okay, well.
It's not secret.
We can't tell you the secrets of the lodge.
We can't tell you the secrets of the lodge, but look, I'm in one, so there.
That's exciting. So now you know.
Now you know.
Okay.
Now you know a little about me.
Okay.
But yeah, on the 10th of May, I'm pretty sure I was initiated.
Right, and was it around the same time?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's quite powerful.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
So back to the jingles one day anyway.
Jingle jangle.
So, how you been?
Good. I've been good.
Jingling
and jangling. I've been good. I found out that I possibly, potentially, almost certainly have ME. Do you know what that is? It's okay.
No. I was just in my head thinking what I saw in my head.
What it could be.
All I thought was maths for some reason. I don't know why. No, what?
ME.
What's ME?
So I don't know. I can't remember what that stands for, but it's basically just like chronic fatigue, which I knew I had. I knew I had that anyway, but what does
it stand for?
I can't remember.
Me is tired.
It 100% is that. Let me asleep. Okay.
Yeah. Me can't talk right now.
Me can't talk right now. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah,
I'll be interested to know what that stands for.
I can't remember what it stands for, but it's basically like
I really am intrigued with what both letters stand for.
Yeah.
I'm thinking tired is T.
Well, it's not.
Like,
it's also called chronic fatigue syndrome.
Fatigue. So it would have been F. You think maybe F?
CFS is another.
CFS.
Yeah, chronic fatigue syndrome.
Well, that makes more sense. Do you know what I mean?
That's the one I can remember.
You need to let us know.
I don't remember. I will. We'll put it in there. We'll put it in there. You know.
We might forget.
No, we're definitely going to forget.
Just remember when we say that we do mean well.
We do. We mean well.
Do. I think you know by now that sometimes, not often, we forget things.
Not often.
Quite often, I know.
Not often. Okay. Love that. That's good. I like the confidence in us.
I know, right? Someone said to me today, I said, don't be such a Nancy. And he's Nancy. I was like, you're negative Nancy. And then I said something later on. He was like, oh, you being a positive Polly. I was like, never heard that. Yeah,
positive Polly.
Yeah. So
who is that? You need to like.
No, it's so funny.
You need to give them judge them.
Huh?
Judge them.
So funny. So.
Not yet. So I have ME.
Yes. Yeah. Because I think I'm thinking of MS. Obviously, it's not MS. I know, multiple sclerosis. No.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that.
Obviously
not. It's not that.
But ME.
No, ME, yeah. So basically, it's like chronic fatigue, but there are many like symptoms. And basically, I was speaking to a friend, and he was like, "Oh, I have ME." I was like, "I've heard of that, but I don't really know."
Well, he said, "I've got." He has it, right?
And I was
and you were like, "What's that?"
I was like, "I've heard of it, but I don't really. I don't really know what it is." He was like, "Oh, it's chronic fatigue." I was just like, "Okay, yeah, I'm tired all the time. Like, what does this mean, though?" Then he started telling me about his journey with it.
Okay, and did he have all the same symptoms?
Yeah, exactly the same. I was like
what? Tell us.
Tell us.
Tell us.
So he was telling me about his story, and he was like, I've been just like tired for years. Like I can't figure it out. Sometimes I can't do stuff. Like I have to like ration my energy. It's just like, wow, that sounds like me.
Yeah.
It's like I've been to the doctors. Like they gave me a CPAP machine. It didn't really work.
Yeah,
sounds like me.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I was like, okay. So then I looked into it. And there are all sorts of like symptoms, like, well, firstly, the forgetfulness.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got ME.
Maybe.
I'm joking.
No, you don't. You've got too much energy for that. But yeah, like the forgetfulness, like things like really obscure things, like because it's to do with like your brain and how it processes stuff.
Yeah.
So it affects things that you might not expect. Like I have to pee more than I should. Do you know what I mean? That's all linked into it. And its root is the same as people with fibromyalgia.
What's that? No.
So that's like when you get pain in your body and the doctor's just like, we don't know why. It just seems like it's for no reason.
Really?
Yeah, but it all comes from the same root, which is essentially your mind is constantly in fight or flight and it doesn't know when to shut off. So then it starts shutting down other parts so it can like get on.
Allow it.
Well, that's what's been happening.
So when did you like, has he always had that? Have you noticed him tired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he tells me, I believe him. You know.
But when you looked at all the symptoms, it resonated with you like everything?
No, 100%. It was like everything.
Everything.
Yeah. It was like 100. It was like,
And you said you went to the doctor and they didn't.
So they don't like to diagnose it because
why?
They're like, there's nothing we can do about it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, even though obviously.
Oh, because obviously usually they like to like fill you with pills. That's true.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah.
Well, I don't really laugh.
They want to fill you with something that they can give money, you know, spend money.
Yeah.
But
not cure anything. Sorry, treat the symptom, not the cure. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and if anyone hasn't heard that little sentence before, that's basically what doctors are trained to do. And the thing is, right, I'm not saying I shout out to doctors because they're good souls.
And some doctors clock and they're like, I see this.
Yeah,
and then they
you're right.
try and help.
Yeah, and actually, that is very true. And there's a lot of doctors who are medically trained who end up in a holistic route because of that.
I need to tell you this from you saying that. I used to have hay fever, like quite bad, like pretty bad.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that was an acupuncturist, used to be a GP.
Right.
He was like,
exactly.
Nah,
yeah.
let me like, this seems to work. He cured.
What did he do? What did he do?
It was the weirdest thing. Hello, Pooch. He basically like, it was the weirdest thing because he didn't even use needles. He was trying to work on my back at the time.
Yeah.
But he noticed that I had hay fever, like bad. He was like, do you want me to just fix that? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets this little laser, like red light, and he just puts it on certain points, like around my eye.
And don't tell me it just went. Really? Are you serious?
I don't have hay fever now.
Ever since
For
that
years.
day?
That was over 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes. So,
yeah. Anyone who's got, so do you have his details or do you know where he's from?
Maybe I could find him. I could probably find him. No. I know. This little dog. There's a dog here.
We've got a dog here today.
Me.
Yeah, it took her a while to warm up, but she loves him now.
Yeah.
She was just scared of males. But okay, cool. So now we've cured your hay fever and helped you diagnose if you have ME. Anything else you'd like today in surgery? Up to the point.
What do you need?
Yeah. We're here to do we're here to like cure you, not just like prevent you.
No, I do actually want to cure people.
Yeah.
You know, I've made it.
Yeah, if you lay down, we'll open you up. No, joking.
Good grief.
No, I don't know what I was thinking. Botched. How can we help them today? Okay, they're not even Southern. I don't know where that came from. I'm just.
It's okay. I know. I tried to put that.
So, have you been? No, I'm joking. I asked you that already. No, I'm joking. So you've diagnosed yourself. You've diagnosed yourself.
Yes.
Well, with the help of a friend.
With the help of a friend,
and Google.
Self-diagnosed.
We've got to give credit where it's due.
Oh, for sure. Google,
or was it
ChatGPT,
GPT?
You know, all of them. Just thank you. Okay.
Yeah. You feel better for it.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. So you go on. What are you gonna say?
I was going to say one of the things I researched was basically so you need to reset your limbic system.
That's what I was going to say to you. What are the
what do you do about
what's the resolution? Yeah.
So I'm still in the process of researching, but you need to research your limbic system, which again is essentially how your brain responds to like situations.
Well, like a bit like CBT.
Yeah, a bit like CBT.
That's cognitive behavioral therapy, by the way, if anyone doesn't know.
So a bit like CBT, but what I'm going to do is, well, okay, so firstly, one of the things that they were saying is noise keeps your system in fight or flight.
Okay.
And I used to...
Yeah, because you like to have things on when you're sleeping, right? Yeah.
I
remember you told me that, and I'm the opposite. Like, I can't have a TV, nothing.
No, so I've started
quiet.
turning it off.
I have tinnitus. I don't need any background noise.
Yeah, it's true. It's there. So yeah, I started sleeping without that.
And
the sleep is better. The sleep is generally
that's
better.
interesting.
It's not like wow, but it's definitely better. Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
You had the music or whatever you use, sound.
It was just like sound, like
white noise or whatever. Yeah. For the purpose of it. To help you because you could not. Why did you feel you needed that before?
It just felt relaxing. So it felt like it switched my brain off.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, which I think it probably does do that, but on top of that, it also keeps because it's a noise, so your body's like...
It keeps part of your brain active to listen to it.
Exactly.
Being like, hold on, there's noise there, let me keep an ear out, literally, to listen to that noise. Yeah, if you do shut it down, and maybe it's not so relaxing initially,
but you'll get a better,
deeper relaxation.
100%. So,
and then you go into the different brain waves, you're probably going to access them more quickly.
Yeah. Get me to that theta, baby.
Yeah. That's good.
So yeah, that was one thing. But what I'm actually going to my entire plan, my whole plan, and I need to do more research on this.
Yeah.
But my entire plan is to use psychedelics and hypnosis.
I've never done. I don't. What are psychedelics?
So psychedelics are essentially drugs like mushrooms or like LSD or things like that. And what they do is...
I'm being really sarcastic right now.
Well, but for people who
for the purpose of the audience, I know.
What's a drug?
I don't know what's a psychedelic.
Right.
No, but I like playing devil's advocate.
No, fine. No. So yeah, and basically, people that take it recreationally find that they have, they can have trips that they see things and they, all of this sort of stuff. It's okay, Pooch. I don't know where you are, but it's going to be fine. But essentially what it's doing scientifically, it suspends the neural connections that have been made that are, that your brain is used to making. And that's what keeps you in those same sort of cycles. So for whatever reason, ME for me thinks that my brain thinks that I don't need to sleep or that I shouldn't sleep or that I should be alert. So what the psychedelics will help to do is essentially...
I'm assuming you're going to microdose.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you're going 5 grams deep, yeah?
Maybe. I need to do the research and find out.
We are talking medicinal purposes.
This is definitely medicinal. I'm trying to cure myself of ME.
Can I just say something, right? Wow. If you do 5 grams of magic mushrooms... You ain't sleeping, bro. You are not going to be sleeping. So I think it might be a microdose.
No. Hold on.
Go on.
Yeah, because that's not slightly how it works. So basically, if you imagine it like your neural connections like a snow globe, before it's
shaken,
before you've shaken it up, they're set at the bottom. They're set where they are, and that's where they're at.
Yeah.
So the psychedelics shake them up, so they all go everywhere. And then they settle again. But what you want to do is, with the hypnosis, is you want to guide where they settle. So you want to get into a psychedelic state and then hypnotize yourself. Yes.
How are you going to hypnotize yourself?
I need to do some more research.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
But yeah, that's
because psychedelics as a whole are absolutely incredible. And I'm not saying this again for recreation.
If you use them incorrectly, they can really mess up your mind.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm not advocating out here to take drugs and stuff like that, but I'm talking about plant medicine. Okay, they have the very, very similar. Well, they are psychedelic, a lot of them, and they're medicinal. In a lot of cultures, especially in South America, actually around the world, not just there.
It is.
You've got so many plant medicines.
Even in Britain, we have a tradition.
Yeah, well, we have the magic mushrooms in Wales. Look, they grow here.
Exactly,
And the thing is, when nature provides something for you, it's not someone in a you know, a crack house, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's nature provides something, and every single plant has a purpose, and it's incredible. And I really actually want to research more into like herbalism and all of that, because it's incredible, and just plant medicine in general. Even now we're having our beautiful cacao, Mama Cacao, and she's a very soft plant medicine. It's more of a, you know, what, it's a heart opener, and you know, there are many like attributes, physical, mental, like positive, you know, I can't think of the word. Benefits, yeah, from cacao. But like, if you want to get a bit deeper into like, psychedelics, you've got like gambo, like the tone medicine, things like this, which is from a
so
like
you know more about than I do.
I know a lot about it.
Yeah,
but but like it. You know, it's helped so many people. Like, and I have heard as well. Like, I do think this is going to happen, because look how marijuana has been legalized in many countries.
Yep.
Like, eventually, again, like I'm saying, we're saying for medicinal purposes, microdosing. I know a lot of people are doing it in this country already. It helps with depression massively.
Yeah.
They are people who are really depressed are like microdosing, and they're not like, ooh, yeah, man. It's not like that. It's keeping them at a nice pH balance.
It's to like help and heal.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And this is the main reason and purpose for medicine. What you just said, healing.
Healing.
And like, honestly, when you do, you know, different types of plant medicine, which a lot of people go off and they go traveling or wherever, and wherever they go, you know, there's a lot of, but it's being facilitated in this country as well. You just have to find the right place for like healing purposes. Yeah. People have profound life-changing experiences, and they change for the better in so many ways. And do you know what it does? It gives you such a clear perspective of life, and it kind of like reshakes you like the snow globe. And when you say, you're like, you come out of that like, I'm actually getting goosebumps right now, because it is so profound for people. And they're like, wow, like, because do you know what it is? I feel like you go into another dimension and you see things like you can't explain it in this, like, you just can't explain it. You have to experience. I'm not again promoting like in that sense. I'm just saying for medicinal purposes.
It's not promotion in the sense,
you know what I mean,
just do some drugs. No. Do some research, make sure you're safe, like, and also take the precautions, and like, if you feel to,
that's what I'm saying. Only if you're called. Like, it's not something I'm saying, you know, it's not about, I'm going to a party, I'm going to do. No, that's absolutely not what we're saying right now. But if you're called to, if you've gone through trauma, not even just if you've gone through trauma, it will be if you're feeling there's a need for it. And it is usually like these people that generally that do it, they're not constantly doing it. They may have done it twice or 3 times or whatever in their lifetimes or whatever. But, you know, the benefits are huge, very powerful. And you will, it does, I can't, you know, you hear of bad trips, stuff like that, but that's generally when people are like not in the right sense, they're mixing with alcohol, stuff like that, which is no good. But it's incredible, because I don't know, it's like sound like I'm promoting it, but like honestly, like, no, but you know what I mean? Unless you have experienced that sort of thing, you don't really understand. Because it's completely, it is not in this 3D realm. It's different. It's very, very different. It's incredible. It's magical. It's like, the only way I can probably describe it a little bit is like, geometric patterns like everywhere, like you're moving through them and everything is them, and it is absolutely incredible. And when you come back, the snow globe is settled to this reality, you're like, because you've accessed another dimension or another place, you're like, oh wow, okay, so there's so much more going on. Let me just appreciate this, because I'm just like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's exciting. I'm glad. I'm happy for that.
Thank you. I'm happy as well. It really feels like I'm going to make a step. It feels like I'm going to make a very big step with my health in general, because I'm looking forward to it. And
how's your like the leg and everything healing? Is kind of the heat and everything?
I mean, it's still, I don't know if it's progressed much from the last jump, I guess. But like, can you feel like the hot and the cold? Still. Yeah,
so that's good. So what would the next thing in your health that, like, obviously we know the sleep you're dealing with now, you're researching that with the psychedelics and stuff like that, and the ME, not MS.
Not MS.
But what would you like to achieve?
Less pain.
Less pain.
Or reduced or none. How about none?
Pain.
No pain.
So how would you say, Dr.
Josh,
what would you rate your level of pain on a day-to-day? No, what would you rate on a day-to-day basis? Does it change?
See, what's really interesting, and we'll tie this into psychedelics, on a day-to-day basis, I'd probably say it fluctuates between, and this is when I'm
when's it worse, morning, or does it change?
When I like am active, it's worse. And the way it seems to work for me is I'll be active and not feel anything while I am active,
and then
afterwards,
so
that
tends to be like, you know, when someone pulls their back, Unless they really know, oh, I've just pulled something.
Yeah.
That always happens. Like, you get a back pain, you're like, I've pulled my back. Like, when did I do it? And then you think back, oh,
it's just
but
like,
then. Yeah. Sounds similar to that.
So, yes, it is kind of. But, so, day to day, I don't know, I'd maybe say it fluctuates between 4 and 6, 7. However, when I took some psychedelics for medicinal reasons, and this was like the first time I had taken mushrooms in a very long time. I took them like years and years ago and just didn't really do anything. But this time I was like, okay, let me go in. So I took them, and the first experience that I had was like this sort of sensation where I was like lifted out of my body, but I could feel all of the pain that I was actually in all the time.
Yeah.
Because obviously your mind, like when you're in constant pain, when your pain is like chronic, your brain obviously is like, you're not gonna be able to deal with that constantly. So it like suppresses the pain.
Yeah.
So, but when I took the mushrooms, it was like, this is what you're actually experiencing all the time. And I was like, God, wow, like this is so much. I don't know how I do know how, but you know, like I don't know how I like.
Yeah, it's because you're used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the next thing that I want to do. Sort out the pain.
Okay, yeah. And it might be a case
I think
where,
I can.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it might be a microdosing situation. And
Maybe.
I do think, like I said, I do think it is going to come across into the Western medical.
Is, I think.
Medical.
No, I think it is.
No, I think it is. I read something last year. I think I can't remember now because my memory, but it was really positive, and I was like, good, because. Like we say, we're not talking about like taking drugs or partying. That's not what we're saying right now.
Yeah.
And if you've been listening to the whole since we started, you'd understand that.
Yeah.
No, but you know, I don't want you to just tune in and be like, "What are they talking about?" That's
drugs.
Not. Get it right, Before you start and you know,
accusing us.
Yeah, accusing us and you know, contacts in the boardroom and all that. Like, you know what I mean? We're all right here. So that's good.
I feel it's good.
Good.
Feel good about
it. Amazing.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Who to the Po.
To the Po.
I've met a friend who's a bird.
Yeah.
It's an ancient bird. I say ancient. I'm just assuming she's ancient. I feel like she is. Apparently it's a girl.
Not new.
And a boy. So. No, I know. I just got back from Egypt again.
Egypt.
Yeah.
You love in Egypt, innit?
Yeah. Do you know what? It's got so much like wisdom and ancient mystery and just power and... I
need to go.
Yeah, you do. Have you not been?
I've not been.
Oh, yeah.
I need to go, right?
And I just, I was talking to one guy out there and he was like, I said, my mother and my grandparents were born in Cairo. And he was like, oh, you're Egyptian. And high-fived me. He's like, you got Egyptian blood. And I was like, well, in a sense, yeah, because my like lineage is like Armenian and English, and apparently a bit of Italian. My dad will say hilarious, right? So we were trying to work it out with my dad. It's so funny. I'm going to jump, and he always says like English and a bit of Italian, and we're just like really,
all right, Dad.
No, but apparently, right? So this is the story. So, and I need to ask my auntie to clarify this. So his mum, her brother. Hold on, is it? So he remembers his uncle, someone Falcon, Falcon's quite an Italian name, Falcon.
Is it?
Apparently,
it's a bird.
I know, but I think it's quite an Italian, Falcon. Okay. Anyway, Tony Falcon? Sounds like a gangster, right? And he said he was like, he had a nightclub in London and he was like when I was a young boy, he's like, come here. I don't know if it's Tony, but it was definitely something Falcon. And I was like, okay, so hold on. So that's Nanny's maiden name. Is that what you're saying? Like that's your grandfather's... name.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then I think that's what we were trying to work out.
Right.
So then that would make my grandma, Nanny, would be, if that's true, if that's right, half Italian. So Dad would be a quarter Italian, right?
Right.
So I would have a little bit of Italian in me. My middle name is Italian. That's just completely different. Yeah. Because it was a lady that they knew. Who was a lovely lady. But yeah, I don't know. It's just funny because like he always says it. And I just want to know, like, I'm not saying that's the case. I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will be asking my auntie. But yeah, no, so with the Armenian side, like obviously like, but really, if both of my grandparents were born in Egypt, like they, you know, their whole lives were spent there. So it's a lot of the Egyptian culture. So yes, they're Armenian, they speak Armenian and a lot of other languages, but actually essentially they were brought up with Egyptian culture. Do you know what I mean? So like obviously my mum, my grandma's mother was born in Armenia, I believe. I think she walked to in the genocide and everything. But yeah, I thought about it and I was like, yeah, actually, yeah, because it is a lot of Egyptian culture. And actually, there was a guy there who said to me, there's a few people said there's a lot of Armenians in Cairo because of that, and also a lot of like movie stars and like in the creative industry. He was like a lot of artists, and I thought he meant like a paint. I was like, artists as in paint. He's like, no, like movie stars and stuff like that. I was like, oh well, you know what I mean?
What can I say?
Come on. But no, we went to the pyramids again. I went to Sharm el Sheikh this time, and then I did Sharm el Sheikh, like the beachy part, the beach.
Yeah.
And then it's about, I heard different stories about how long it would take to get to Cairo by bus. And I was like, I allow it. Bus. So I flew.
Bus?
Yeah, no, it takes long. But a lot of people do that. They do a day trip and it's just very long. They leave like 11:30 at night and then they get there like in the morning.
It just
like
sounds
it's so long.
Stress,
it's like 7 hours each way.
If you really want to get there and, plane's not the option
I'm not
for
being
you,
funny
then
yet.
fine. But...
Yeah, no, I get it. But it really wasn't that much more to fly. Like it was like £100 return each.
Save up a bit.
It's not that much.
Yeah.
Like to save you the
How much
hassle.
was the bus?
I think it was like their whole deal. So they got like the pyramids thing included, like the guide and everything. But the guy that I was speaking to, like, did not have a good time with that guy. Like they were not impressed at all.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, you should have just done everything. But yeah, no, I think it was like $150 each or something like that. I mean, to be honest with you, it's not that much more. Do you know what I mean? Like. Anyway, so because when you get there, you got the pyramids ticket thing, which is about
coming to Egypt anyway, like just spend a little bit.
That's something that you would, like obviously, So let me tell you, if you are planning to come to Egypt, or go to Egypt and go Sharm el Sheikh, and you want to like visit the pyramids because it is like a 4 hour, but it's not 4 hour. It's longer than that journey. It will take you 1 hour to fly. It will take you 1 hour to fly there. Do what I did. Go in the morning early. And then you got the whole day there. And then if you want, what we did is we stayed a night and then we left the next day.
Right.
Like in the middle of the day. So like we left at the airport about 11. And then that was perfect. And then you get back into Sharm el Sheikh and you still got like the afternoon, evening there. So that would be my suggestion, recommendation.
There you go.
Because you don't really, I mean, it's up to you. You might not be bothered about the pyramids. I mean, how dare you? No, but some people
I am so bothered about the pyramid. That's,
I know.
That's why let me inside.
Of course, but
the Sphinx, let me just.
Of course, but a lot of people go to Egypt for a holiday. And that means a beach holiday, and that's not Cairo. And also, let me just say to you, Cairo, you are going to see a lot of poverty. It's not all like that. You have a lot of rich areas, but you're probably not going to see that when you're driving from the airport, especially. You do see a lot of, I did, when I went there back in September, I thought the same thing. Like, I was looking at all these buildings, and like a lot of them just look really run down and mashed up, and like they just look half built, and there's no windows. It just looks loads of them. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds and thousands. And you just think, I know, but like, that's where they live, and actually inside it's probably really nice. Do you know what I mean? It just looks ugly outside, like, and also you don't know, do you? And then like you have, really lavish places. So there's that unfair, not balance. Actually, I was going to say balance, not balance, or the other side of the coin sort of thing. But you get that everywhere, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about, because you do get that everywhere, and even in England you get that. You get poverty and you get the really rich. And I really do feel like part of our life. Well, I'll say I don't speak for you, but I do feel it's the same thing. Our life purpose is to like regain that balance of humanity where everyone is equal, and there isn't this stupid divide of like from a materialistic money, like something that we agreed to agree upon. Like that's
it's a
money.
Hierarchy
that's
based on nothing.
It's crazy. It's like literally, if no one agreed to money being a certain way, like I know this sounds crazy, but it's true. Like back in the day, currency was shells in some places. It depends on what the currency is. But just because everyone's agreed that money,
an arbitrary
it's crazy.
Agreement. Like
it's paper. It's just. It just proves that this life is just amazing, but also crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's just, when you think about it, like,
cray-mazing.
It's cray-mazing. I like that.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so fun. So yeah, it was amazing.
The dogs are being so affectionate today.
Oh, my baby girl, she missed me.
Clearly.
Yeah, so it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a cheeky girl. But yeah, incredible.
Love
and
that.
I met a bird. So when I was there,
a bird. Yeah.
What are you doing?
HOOPOE.
So, yeah, I'm going to tell you about the HOOPOE. Oh, I'm going to go. Right, so, it looks like a woodpecker.
Yeah.
It looks like a woodpecker.
But
it's not a woodpecker.
It's not.
It really looks like a woodpecker, because my dad was like, that's a woodpecker. Anyway, I looked it up. It's not a woodpecker. But I'm going to read you a little bit of because I just Googled it as I like
Educate the people.
The meaning of the HOOPOE, yeah. Did I say HOOPOE? No, I said the wrong thing.
HOOPOE.
Yes, so hold on 1 minute. Yeah, the HOOPOE.
HOOPOE.
So, the mighty hand of divine is at work you may be getting remarried, married for the first time. If you see a HOOPOE, anyone, just to take note. Or just enjoy life more on a combination of it all. Your prosperity and wealth will elevate. Excellent. And your friendships will change. Every evil thing that has been done to your family or around you is turning around. It's rerouting to the person that sent it. Rest assured that your life is being reset/renewed, and any weapon that was formed against you has already become undone. The gracious hand of divine is upon you.
Wow.
I know, it's really, really, I know, right?
It's a big old bird.
Yeah. So be free and enjoy the manifolds of blessings that are now headed your way. The Eurasian HOOPOE, Eurasian, yeah, is a reminder from your ancestors to pay attention to your dreams. And do you know, I dreamt so much when I was there. So much.
I've been dreaming a lot recently.
So much.
Well. Like more than I ever had.
Yeah,
in
so much.
Like,
and I remember it all. Like, I was remembering my dreams vividly.
Yeah.
Waking life signs and daydreams, they're with you and always have been. Always will be. Blessed be the name of the divine. Look heavenward. For this is where the blessings come from. Blessings you don't have room to receive. A cup. Where is it? Sorry.
Cup.
So I've always a cup big on. A cup. You are getting ready to receive love like you never had it before. You will receive love in places in your heart, mind, body, and soul that were untouched before. You're scheduled to move to greater horizons. If you are crying right now, it's because you know you've done your due diligence.
Wow.
If you're confused by these words, then this is who you have the potential to become. So sow those seeds. We'll talk about that in a minute. Your life will become more content and blissful. All of the things that make you happy are unfolding and right. It was really positive, right?
Yeah.
And there was one bit where it was like, you're going to get your flowers. And I was like, yeah.
Take your flowers.
Yeah, it was like, it's just really good.
Garlands.
Yeah, it was,
flowers.
I can't find the flowery bit, but, a cup overflowing, abundance. Remember that when someone is not for you, divine will place obstacles so that person walks away or goes or is pushed away from you.
Yep.
It was really good. Also, the beginning bit was whether the Eurasian HOOPOE appears in dreams, visions, waking life, or synchronicities. It is a sign and message that you're getting ready to be honoured in ways you have been hidden before. Whatever areas of your life that you're wishing or asking divine for is for the most is getting ready to be rendered to you. Don't cry. Hold your head up high. Cry. You're about to receive your flowers.
Get your flowers, please.
Do you know what I mean?
And
I was just like...
So wait, but where did you see... Yeah. Have
beautiful.
a look.
Every day I would see 2 to 3 of these in the grounds of where I was. Yeah, incredible. And apparently it's in the Quran, the HOOPOE. And it came to Queen Sheba. I will find out the long story about it later.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to it because apparently I was told and forgot. No, but the fact that my brother told me the story, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even remember it. Yeah. I don't remember when it happened, but the fact that he remembered telling me, he's like, I told you about the HOOPOE. I was like, okay, but that's significant that you already told me about the HOOPOE. Fine, I forgot. Yeah. But I then saw many HOOPOEs.
Yeah.
And I feel this, I just love the HOOPOE. Like it was like, there were lots of little birds there, you know? But that one specifically, the HOOPOE. And then I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, I love the HOOPOE. So I put it as my screensaver now.
So what was it? So Queen Sheba loved the HOOPOE.
No, there's a longer story. It came to
her.
Next time I'll tell you. Or look it up.
Well, it's cool because it's funny that I mentioned Freemasonry earlier because Queen Sheba was, I think, the partner of King Solomon, and Freemasonry, all of it is based on King Solomon's temple. And
you know that's quite a big thing going on in Israel and everything about they were going to build something about the temple. There was some.
What now?
No, I need to find out more about it. Like I can't remember. I want to get it right and I can't remember.
Well,
there's something big. Like it was like I can't remember right now.
I think
they believe. It was almost like the afterlife is going to come through the temple. They were going to resurrect something, or it wasn't quite very good. It was to do with AI as well and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, intertwining. I don't know.
You need to figure out.
I know. I need to remember who told me that as well. Anyway, okay, that's too much right now for you, Doc. But so I had a great time. Really, really, really excited. Yeah. I'm not going to give too much away.
Don't.
But so with my sound ceremonies, where I do my sound healing, or whatever you want to call it, to be honest, I don't like the word healing. I do, but what I mean by that is it's like when you're doing Reiki on people. I'm not healing you, you're healing you. It's the same thing. Yes, it's sound healing, but I'm just facilitating, creating the space for you to heal and allow the frequencies to, do you know what I mean? So in that respect, yes, it is healing. And yeah, so there's a song that I kind of that's just manifested, and it's a beautiful song, and it's called Mama Cacao. I've named it Mama Cacao because it became like quite apparent that this was going to be a recurring theme. It's the only song that I sing every time. Everything else is just going with the flow. And I do continue to sing this, and it became a beautiful song. So I thought, you know what, this song will be really, really beautiful, because when people are either preparing their cacao, in ceremony, just want to relax, whatever. Even maybe, some people are like, oh, I don't like singing. Well, then they can play it whilst they're preparing it, or whatever reason it may be. It was like a definite, yes, that needs to be done.
I love when a song is like a tool as well.
Yeah. It's definitely a healing. There's a lot of power in the song. Because I sing it when I'm like preparing the cacao, and then obviously in the sound ceremony when they're all laying down. So it consists of very few words. It's true. It's literally me saying in Armenian, I love you, thank you, Mama Cacao. Right, that's it. Whilst I was out there, I thought, I was just looking at your cup and it says, sing your own song. I love that. My friend got me that. It's just funny that I just looked at it at that point. But yeah, no, I was like, do you know what? I seem to have it seems to be a reoccurring thing that I do music videos in Egypt, but this time it was on the beach. And I have shot the most beautiful music video for Mama Cacao, and that will be released probably the middle of the year. And I'm just really excited by it. It looks sick. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I was like, my sister was helping me with the shooting. Excellent.
Oh, she's good.
She's really good.
Oh, no way.
And I'm going to get it done, like edited, like professionally. Not that she's not professional. And I had some other help. And it was just really good.
I love it.
It was really good. It looks really good. Good
job.
Yeah, it was.
I'm excited. So when's this coming out?
And then I got a selfie stick. I thought, let me try different angles, Did
it
looks
work?
really good. Because you've got the latest iPhone, and you can record on them. Like, you can do videos on them.
Oh, so good quality.
Oh, yeah, really good quality. Yeah, HD and all that. Yeah, really good quality.
Love that.
It just looks so good. And I was just like, oh, I have a vision of what it's going to look like, just flowy and slow-mo-y, and I had like this floating like white dress.
Which song is this for?
Mama Cacao. Yeah.
Oh, it's from Mama Cacao. Oh, it all makes sense.
I know.
I love it.
So yeah, that was really exciting. I was really happy with that. And the grounds where I were beautiful. Like, there was massive cactuses. I'm talking about huge, like 20-foot, massive, wide, like all different ones. Like all different.
Imagine a 20-foot cactus.
They were incredible.
Big boy.
Like, they were amazing. And again, it's like a plant, medicine. So yeah, I like that. So yeah, very happy really excited about that. I think this year is going to be very exciting. I've got obviously Warriors coming out in March, and then
2025 is about to be a doozy. So yes.
Even though they're planning another pLandemic, just saying.
What's this pLandemic? What are you talking about?
Okay, so I'm just saying. Okay, don't hold me to this, but you can if you want.
I won't. I'm not going to hold you.
If you want to make a bet, I will win. Just saying, I'm up for it. Like, no, okay, fireman's bet, whatever. No, but
what's a fireman's bet?
Apparently, that's when there's no money involved.
Oh, really? Why fireman?
I don't know.
Fireman.
I have no idea, but I'm sure it's called a fireman's bet.
Yeah, probably.
If I'm wrong, please message us, because no one ever does message us. No, they do.
Send us a message.
We get a few messages, but I'd want more.
Communicate, guys. It's like, I don't know, something's in Gemini probably right now, so communicate. Just saying.
But yeah, what was I saying?
You were saying something about Gemini? No.
No, what? Look how quickly we lost our...
I know.
Literally.
Look, the forgetfulness is so real. No, you were saying something. No, I wanted to hear what it was.
What? Oh my God. No, wait, hold on. No, wait, it will come to us.
Go on.
No, I don't remember. I'm just trying to remember. We're literally just saying it. What was it?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the pLandemic.
The pLandemic.
Yeah. So obviously we had John on a few weeks ago,
Jean,
and I think the timing was impeccable because to be honest with you, I have seen this in various places probably for a long time, and it's not even that, like, it's that as well, but in the back of my head, or not in the back of my head, I have thought that, of course, like, personally, my opinion, that after the pLandemic, come on, by now I think a majority of people were just like, yeah, that was ridiculous. I mean, yes,
clearly
there are still people that are like, I believe every word the BBC tells me. And that's fine, that's your path, right?
I think, to be honest, less than there's ever been, though.
Oh, 100%, but there are still some people. And you know what, fine, that's up to them. But, a lot of people, and unfortunately, a lot of people have experienced this reality and this, you know, like this like truth in a really horrendous, disgusting, traumatic way. And then they've lost people, they've lost their loved ones. Like, you can't get worse than that. And that is a massive reason for someone to wake up or whatever you want to say, or realize and become aware of something, because something's happened to them directly, or, you know, someone that they can touch directly, you know, and they're like, well, you know, he was fine. He took it, and then, you know, he said, you know, it's very, you can't dismiss that. Yeah. That's their life. They've experienced it. Do you know how many groups there are, like Facebook groups or whatever, of like, you know, injuries or deaths? They're all coming together. There's thousands of people. You don't see it on the news. You don't see it on the news. But it's happened, and it has happened. And even John, who we had on the show, the funeral director, really, John O'Looney, can advocate for that. You know, he's been in the business, was 18 years?
John can definitely advocate for it.
And he said more, it's 40%, nearly half of the bodies that are coming in now are having these blood clots in them due to the shots. Which brings us on nicely to something you sent me.
What?
PFIZER are getting sued.
I forgot I sent you that. Yeah. They're getting sued
in America. And it's just the beginning.
Which state was it? It was a state.
There's going to be a few states. I can't remember which one it was, but they said they were going to. That's the first state. Sued.
Look, I'm telling you.
There's so much evidence
Pluto
now.
Pluto is now in Aquarius, boys and girls.
Yeah, the truth is coming out.
Pluto is now in Aquarius. Like, exactly that. Like, Aquarius is a sign that is very much for the people.
Yes.
Aquarius is a sign very much for communication and bringing the people
Shout out to everyone that's got a birthday in February, by the way.
Yeah. Happy birthday. It is about destroying the top-down the hierarchy.
Yes.
It's spreading it
this way. The pyramid is falling.
The pyramid's falling down. And not the ones that we love.
Yeah, I was going to say, because we like that
not the cool ones. The bad ones. And Pluto is about transformation. It's about like
expansion.
Finding something, well, that's Jupiter, but it's about like finding something deep. Yeah, exactly. Finding something deep within that needs like fixing, changing, and bringing it to the surface and being like, hey.
It's very much like philanthropy. Oh my God, I can't get my words out. Philanthropy. Like, okay, that's not right. I can't get my words out. It's like for humanity, like humanitarian. Do you know what I mean?
Philanthropic. Yeah.
I can't like talk. It's fine.
You were on it, but I was like, how does that relate? But
but you know what I mean. Like people wanted to do something for the greater cause, not just for themselves.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have billions and trillions of pounds, and we're not gonna sit on it. Like this is what happening at the moment. These people, whatever. No, but it's true. It's the worst thing in the world. I think, in my opinion, is greed, because this is what happens. They get so much, and they've got so much, and they want more.
It's just mad.
And it goes to their head, and they literally have so much, and they don't need more.
Yeah.
But they actually are psychopaths.
I think it's I think it's like a built-in. They can't all be psycho. I mean, obviously, yes, some of them obviously are.
Yeah.
But they can't all be like, it has to be like,
it's like a power trip, weird thing that like,
but
they
if you
need
think about
more.
It, not everyone, obviously, but like, that's what we were taught. Like, get more.
More.
Make sure you have more.
Yeah.
Get as many.
It's like consumerism, isn't it?
It's capitalism.
Yeah,
like,
capitalism.
It's literally more.
But like, if you have if you had £1 billion, right? What more do you like? I mean, £1 billion.
More.
I mean, even if you had like 300 million.
I mean, I'm good. I'm okay.
Are you all right? If you had 10 million, you'd be all right, wouldn't you?
I'd be okay, I think.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'd be able to, like, the thing is, what I would want to do is yes, I'm going to make the money grow, because why would I not do that? But also, I'm going to make it grow in a way that helps.
That's what I'm saying, to help people.
Yeah.
Now, why hasn't everyone got this mindset? They're all right, but then it's God's plan. We're meant to have 100%. different. We're meant to have different people in this world. Otherwise, it would be very boring, wouldn't it?
That's how God expands.
Exactly.
That's how God expands himself. Like literally, like, yeah. Hello, Pooch.
So PFIZER are getting sued in America,
which is so interesting. Like, I'm curious as to how that even came about.
I mean, they've said so many lies, and people, like I was just talking about, have lost so many lives, and they've just like put it all together really, and they're just like, you said that and this happened. We're not going to allow it. Like, you're not going to get away with that. And then also the joke thing about, here's a jab, but none of the companies are allowed to get any. Do you remember? Like, that's crazy.
They've got so obviously they created the jab.
It's crazy.
Like,
no one can get.
But no one in the company can get like held accountable if something goes wrong.
Yeah, no one. Nothing.
So then you can do whatever you want.
It's just crazy.
Sell it however you want to. And then if people like die, then it's no repercussions.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
To the company or anyone in the company.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. So I think America is just like, no. And anyway, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
People only just got in Aquarius.
But as we talk about that, Pfizer getting sued, it will not stop the next stage of the plan.
What's the next stage?
Well, no, they're going to do it again. I honestly, do believe that 100%. Do not be, and I'm not saying this for you to be, I'm not saying don't be fearful, because like Mike was saying, a lot of people have woken up and they're not going to be living in fear and listening to that. The pots on the the NHS, and it was a very clever thing, like it's a whole psyop. Yeah. It was very clever, like get everyone feeling like they're together, when actually these people, without knowing, a lot of them are actually like allowing this to happen. It's really, really bad. And like we said, yes, our nurses and doctors, the majority of them have good hearts and they're doing it for the right intentions, but they unfortunately are tied up in this thing. Yeah. A lot of them have left nursing and stuff like that because they've seen things and they're like not standing for this. But a lot of people getting their money, they have to support their family. It's difficult. We get it. But I feel like if you take a leap, the universe will catch you. That's very true. If you just go in with the truth and that is not, I can't do that, you will be all right. You will, 100%. You definitely 100%. But a lot of people live in fear because they are, they've got their restraints and money. Yeah, it's very difficult. But like I was saying, I do think there will be another pandemic. Apparently they're going to spice it up a bit. That's one of the things. You need to watch that Bashir one. Yeah, I will. I sent Janina a video. Have we talked to you about Bashir? We have spoken to you about New Level Soul Before podcast that we like. Yeah. I can't remember his name. And a really nice American guy, is he Mexican? He looks kind of... Yeah, I think he's Mexican. Latino. Yeah, he's Latino guy, American guy. Yeah. And he's been what did he say? He's been on his spiritual path about 3 years? Yeah. Quite I think he recent. Used to be, he used to be... He's in Hollywood and stuff like that. Yeah, he used to be not a director, but something to do with films and stuff. Yeah. So he's seen a lot of those kind of people. But But he there's another guy called he channels Daryl is his name. What's the guy name? Daryl something. Can't remember what. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I brought the sun back with me. Thank God. Yeah. Thank God, because it was great. Yeah, go on. He channels a being called Bashir. And Bashir gives all of this seemingly very accurate information, and it does seem accurate. Like when you look into what he's actually saying, it's like, oh, okay. I will completely admit, you might look at it at first and be like, well, this is crazy nonsense. Yeah. And I hear that. I fully hear it. So funny. But if you actually look into what he's saying, and I think over the years what he said has materialized, manifested. Yeah. Because he's been channeling Bashir long time for years. Yeah. Before it was, now it's like popular, normalized. It's much more normalized, to be into that sort of stuff. Yeah, like if you say a channeler, you won't go, huh? Yeah, you'll be like, oh, okay. Oh, I know what you mean. But back 20 years ago, people were like, and I know that because I was one of those people 20 years ago, and people were just like, what are you talking about? So he's been channeling since then, and the message has stayed consistent, and he has divulged truths which have come to be. So I haven't finished watching it yet, so we can't tell you anymore. But you said it was really good. I did. I can't remember why. I just brought. You just said you have to watch this when you get back. I was like, okay, cool. I started, but I will continue. Yeah. What were you going to say? I can't remember. What were you talking something about Bashir, the pLandemic? The pLandemic, yeah. Oh, and you were saying I don't know. Something. It's gone now. It's happens all the time. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I do think it's going to happen. A lot of people do. But it's about us not complying. And a lot of people are not going to comply because they know it's rubbish firsthand, or they know someone that has gone through something. So they might not have, individually gone through a death. Well, obviously they wouldn't be alive, but, or in the family or whatever. But they might know a neighbour or a friend that has, and they know that neighbour and they trust them and they're like, no, that's true. And I have seen so many people go through that. Like, there was one person who it's really sad. His mum and dad had the jab and they literally died within an hour or two. Literally the mum and dad. And they were in different wards in the hospital. It was horrendous. Honestly, it's sick. I know so many different cases like that. And also, the last few years, I'm sorry, but and even if you want to look at a celebrity side of it, all the sportsmen, dying, just dying of cardiac, arrest. Like many people.
Really?
Yeah, many. Like if you Google like the footballers, all the like sportsmen, like it's not normal.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to normalize like heart attack young. That's not normal. It's not a normal thing. That doesn't usually happen. Yes, the odd person that might happen.
Yeah.
They might have something, you know, medical thing or whatever. It's not normal. So for a young person to have a heart attack, it's just not normal.
It's unusual.
And it's unusual, and it's becoming normalized because so many people, it's happening. Like, and then they tried to say some stupid excuse for it a while ago, and I can't remember. But what was I saying? Oh my gosh, I've lost it now. Yeah, so basically, like whether or not they were affected themselves or someone that they know. My point was a lot of people are aware now. They're awake, whatever, however you want to phrase it. Yeah. Aware, I would say, of like, you know, hold on a minute, something's not right here. Something's not quite right here.
Something ain't right.
Especially with all the like, come on, people know politicians lie through their teeth. Like they're literally puppets for the government, right? Sure. And the government are puppets for someone else. So it's all even an illusion, really.
It was even just like, it wasn't even hidden, the fact that if anyone had like any tiny like shred of COVID, then it was considered a COVID death.
Yeah.
Come on, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It doesn't mean they died of COVID.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
So things like that, because they were so blatant with it, people are like,
yeah. It's
really?
just, and also, if you, I don't think we'll be able to find out this information, but like, you know, the people that were like advocating for the like jabs, none of them or their families took it, obviously. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and also you got to remember that even with normal vaccinations, doctors get paid for every vaccination they get. I don't know if people know that. Like GP surgeries make money, from how many vaccinations they give, how many prescriptions they give out, right? It's all based on money. It's all to do with the big pharma. Like it's literally just follow the money. And then you had all the people like in the government who were like investing in like, do you remember the PPE scandal, all that? Like, you know, that all the gloves or whatever it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, start a company up for that because you're going to need that. I'll invest. You know, it's all money. And literally through the pandemic, all that happened, apart from people dying, which is horrendous, is the rich got richer and the poor got poorer. Yeah. That's literally all that happened. Literally, people died. The rich got richer and the poor, like literally, do you know how many business got closed? Like, it was crazy. Yeah, so I do feel...
Like we saw it.
Exactly, but I feel like it was their little test. Like, how compliant, how obedient are they? Well, we are not.
I don't know. I don't know if it was a test.
Obedient.
I think it was just money. I think again, like
no. It's to do with power as well. It's not just money. You remember they're trying to do 15-minute cities, all this sort of things like pay by. It's crazy. Look at Agenda 30. It's all. I think there's stuff. There's a lot in there as well. But they are, you know, the digital ID. Like they are trying to do a lot. And like,
money and I think money and power go hand in hand.
They do.
Like if you have money, you have power. And people want to keep hold of it. People want to keep hold of their power.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So we've got a couple of minutes left.
Oh, do we?
We do. We love you.
Baseline, like classic love to you. Yeah. Unconditional, to be honest. Yeah. It is unconditional. Like, do you? I just love the fact that you exist and you are part of God and that you are on your path. I'm on my path and we're all just pathing together. You know what I mean?
We're all walking each other home. I like that.
That's cute.
It's cute. I heard it somewhere. I didn't make that up.
That's fine.
I'm not going to take credit for that.
You don't have to, but you know.
But you know what? I put, you know that HOOPOE stuff? I put it up on my status the other day. And some lovely lady messaged me, a friend, and she said, you know, you've really got away with words, like, especially in your like songwriting. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. But I didn't write that. Like, that was definitely Google. It was I know, it's so funny. I was like, I could have written that, but I don't know about HOOPOE.
I could have, look, I was busy at the time. Okay? So I just let Google.
Like, I could have, but I can't take the credit on that one. But it was funny though. But yeah. So yeah, Egypt was amazing.
Definitely
recommend it.
Health things, psychedelics. Other things. HOOPOEs. Never forget the HOOPOEs.
You just can't.
You can't forget the HOOPOEs.
And it's not a woodpecker, even though it looks like they do like the woodpecker. They look like, they must be in the woodpecker family, but HOOPOEs got his...
I feel like they're a little bit cuter than woodpeckers, though.
Yeah, I mean, don't do that don't be like that.
Why?
Because woodpeckers are cute.
I'm sure they are. I think HOOPOEs are cute, but
No, they are. They're very powerful.
Yeah.
And I'm getting my flowers, so I'm excited about that. Thanks, everyone.
What kind of flowers? Roses?
Lilies.
Yellow ones?
Any ones.
Any lily.
Just not the dyed ones.
Matter.
Don't like it when they do that.
Don't like the fake ones?
No.
Not a fan of the fake
I want
lilies?
to be real.
Real lily?
Yeah, don't dye them.
You don't want a fake one?
Oh, poor lilies.
What's wrong? Maybe
Dyeing them.
Maybe they want to be dyed. Maybe this lily feels like a blonde today.
Anyway, we love you. We're leaving you.
We're loving you. We're leaving you. And
Who to
something
the po?
else. Who to the popo? Hoopoe. Bye. Oh dear. To the point.